This Hangout on Air is live. Proper leverage in home business equals profit. Again, folks, proper leverage in home business equals profit. Welcome to Saturday, November 21st, 2015. We're going to teach some important facts here. My name is Earl Teets. I am the founder of the Service Team Missionary Outreach, who's honored to bring you ProjectHealthyWealth.org. It's a blog post that gives you the fundamentals without getting ripped off to learn how to earn from the comfort of your own home. And what we're going to talk to you about here is kind of universal to most opportunities. As long as they solve one of the two problems, you can practice what we're going to teach here today. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into our presentation. The most important thing we can do is know how to solve someone else's problem. And when we can find other people and help them solve problems that they face, that's gonna help form the foundation to a beautiful relationship. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, relationships are your key to profits. If you don't have those proper relationships, you're just not going to have the success you need. And by developing those proper relationships, when you can help another person solve a problem that they're facing, they kind of like you. They want to know more about you, and they're really eager to listen to what you have to say. So recognize what the two problems are that face the masses today. Okay, we're looking at more months than money, or they got plenty of money and no time to enjoy the family. These are the two problems that have been in our working world for over 100 years. And really, if you know how to solve those two problems, you've got somebody's attention. But what's the problem today? Most of them are doing this. They think that you've got something up your sleeve that's going to take the money right out of their wallets, drain their bank accounts, and leave them sitting there broke. There's too much scams out there. In all reality, 97% of the companies start today offering you the great ground floor opportunity are still going to be out of business within 6 months' time. That's a scary situation. Yet entrepreneurship, even with a 97% failure rate, both the companies starting and the people who have never tried before attempting to earn, the failure rate's 97%. But when you understand what the 3% do that bring in those bucks, you got the odds in your favor. And that's what we're going to show you here. Just simplicity, okay? The whole idea is to have a solution to more month or more money. So whatever product or service you're running with, when you can solve those two problems with what you have, this leverage concept is going to fit like a perfect glove, okay? The solution. What are we talking about for solutions? Well, I like to work with solutions for entrepreneurs personally. One, usually entrepreneurs are not on food stamps, so they're not asking you if they could pay to get started with their business with a food stamp card. They're not so broke that they can't pay attention. They have a sense of independence, which is a beautiful thing, because you don't have to babysit them. Because what you're trying to do is set yourself up in a position of leverage where you can duplicate your efforts in other people. And when you have a simple system that a monkey could operate, well, it makes it nice because you can duplicate that rather quickly. The whole idea is to be serious in your recruiting efforts. Excuse me, I got a cold here. I try not to cough all the way through this presentation. So, what's the solution that we have at Project Healthy Wealth? Well, think about it this way. All entrepreneurs online need what? They need clicks or visitors to their website. Now, what's the biggest problem in the internet? The biggest problem faced on the internet is when they sell traffic. A lot of times people spend their hard-earned money for 100 clicks to their website. And then they buy those clicks, and what did they purchase? Sometimes they purchase some little kid over in India that's getting paid 10 cents a day to click on 10,000 websites. So you got to ask yourself this question: is the traffic real? The company I work with and represent, one of the companies I work with and represent, is known as Traffic Authority. with over 30 years experience at gathering traffic and bringing it to entrepreneurs. The owners of this company decided to form the best relationship online possible. The traffic providers got together with the greatest traffic or funnel makers for sales funnels. And if you don't know what a sales funnel is, I'm sure you've entered your information into a capture page on the internet where they wanted your email address and phone number, or just the email address. And you don't get to see what's on the next side, the information that you want, unless you enter that information. That is called a sales funnel. And when those funnels convert to leads and profits, that's where you got it made. So when you look at the expert funnel makers that have produced the most profit producing ones over the last 10 years in our industry, and they put their heads together with the best traffic providers on a global scale, we're talking about a big, huge problem with a major solution. We have the traffic that the entrepreneurs need. Now understand this, is traffic meaning money every time, even when the traffic's real? Well, you got to go back to look at old school. If you went to old school and you went up, shook somebody's hand at a car wash and said, gee, that's an awful nice looking car. Most people don't get to have cars like that unless they're making payments. What'd you do to be able to pay yours off? I mean, you look under 50. How'd you pull it off? First thing they're going to say is, I didn't pay it off. I'm making payments on it now, and I'm working 3 jobs to try to pay the darn thing off. Oh, really? It's interesting you say that. If I could plug you in to a group of professional entrepreneurs that have learned how to use a concept called leverage and really provide the masses online the things that they need, might you have an interest in seeing how that can be worth over $10,000 a month within one simple work quarter when you do a simple daily marketing plan that we email to you that you can do from the comfort of your own home? So that's the old school way of inviting somebody to your opportunity. That's what we really have. Now you get that person to the opportunity, that person's considered a lead. Now look at that as a click. Does it guarantee you're going to make profits? No. But you know that they've got a problem, either more month than money or not enough time freedom. So you're going to show them a path of working 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. That's going to you work to see the solutions to the problems that are being faced. Ask yourself that important question, because it's called showing the plan, STP, or your business presentation. The old school average is 1 hour for a proper exposure of facts of what you have to offer that works as a solution for what the person looking at the information is facing. It's really that simple. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Now, if you listen to the ignorant employees that don't know anything about entrepreneurship that may or may not have made over $200,000 in 1 year, they tell you, that stuff don't work. It's all a pyramid scheme. Really think about what I'm showing. To $20,000 per month from the right practice efforts might you have an interest. And what are they going to do? They're going to look at that solution. So what you're going to do is you recognize that you got the solution. We prefer it called traffic authority. And what do we got? We got the visitors to the websites that they need. Now, how much money does it cost you to get a visitor to your website? You could go to the car wash, which is old school, and you could try that, and you can write down your list like the old school ways, or you can learn to utilize the internet. How about the social networks like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and YouTube? And you can sit in the comfort of your own home, and you can find people that are facing the problem of more month than money, or more not enough time to enjoy the money that they make. You can show them how to use leverage and how they can form a team of 5 simple people, and you got 30 hours a week going into your organization. But how many did you put in? 1 hour a day, Monday through Friday. And then you got 5 people that committed to 1 hour a day, Monday through Friday. And if you really want unison, maybe you all work together and pick the same exact hour. Do you see what I'm saying? And when you put that leveraged efforts together, now you've got 30 hours a week going through your organization. And what did it cost you? 5. What are you doing during that hour? You're just showing us some. And that's the big catch on the internet. We'll show you how to work it properly. If you got $10,000 to pay us, then we'll give you the secret, folks. I'm giving you the secret right here. All you got to do is be willing to roll up your sleeves and go to work. And it really doesn't take a whole lot of muscle power to operate a computer mouse now, does it? So think about what I'm saying. Are you willing to work for your own success? Are you willing to understand the concept behind leverage and eliminate that long old adage where they say those pyramid schemes never work? Well, if they never work, how come they produce more wealth around the entire planet than even the oil business or the politicians in the world? Think about what I'm saying. That's a lot of revenue that's generated. The question is, are you willing to go to work with something that is real? Would you like a real person coach that actually answers their phone when you need to talk to them, that's not terrified to communicate with you? Why? Because I got nothing hidden up my sleeves. I'm not going to bring you into my business and tell you, you don't listen to me, I ain't going to help you. You know, I'll tell you, if you don't listen to me, you're probably going to go broke. But I'm not going to dangle the information that you need to earn with. Well, you better kiss my royal rear end or you ain't getting it. I'm going to show you the work that it takes to make the money. I'm going to do the work myself to set the proper example, and you can follow suit. And when all I'm talking about is copy, paste, and post, how hard is that? Anybody can do that. You know, in grade school, if I looked at my neighbor's paper and I wrote down their answer, I got detention. I got a sore butt. They had a paddle with holes in it. They used to hack us with those babies back in the old days. So think about what I'm saying. In all reality of entrepreneurship, it's a good thing to copy your neighbor's paper. We got the paper with the solution, folks. It's called the internet. One of the solutions I run with is Traffic Authority. We have a link underneath this very hangout, solutionswillprofit.com. You can enter your name, your phone number, so I can follow up with you, and we can put a plan of actions that fits your personal schedule, not mine, but yours, and meets your income goals. We can put a plan together of how to go out in one work quarter and make it happen. Do you want to know how the professionals are making $10,000 a month? Because it always sounds like such a pipe dream, but in reality, it happens just like clockwork. There are thousands of people every year that go from zero to $1 million because they have to offer, and you do that consistently, that's going to be 125 proper exposures per month. Now you're looking at your whole organization of leverage to do this, so you're not looking at yourself on, gee, I gotta commit 30 hours a week on top of my 40-hour-a-week job. And many people do it and are successful at it. But a lot of people don't have that 30 hours, so by using leverage, you can find 5 hours. I don't care who you are, you can always find 5 hours to contribute to your success. Leverage that into 5 other people that are committed to doing the exact same work habits, sometimes at the exact same time. When you do that, that's how you put success in your corner. So 125 exposures per month, 3 months, 1 work quarter, that's 375 proper exposures. Now, we made 25 contacts, whether it was over the phone calling Craigslist resumes, in sales, or customer service, or whether we called resumes off of Yahoo Hot Jobs, or whether we made those connections face-to-face, going to the car wash or going to different restaurants, old school style, or whether we utilized the social networks like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and got 1 contact off each one of those social networks and said, I see you have a problem. I have a solution. Do you have an hour? Okay, so we're looking at 25 contacts a day to get 5 of those 1 hour present the solution. You see what I'm saying? So 25 contacts a day, when you add that up for 1 work quarter, that is a total of 1,500 contacts. Now, what's the results out of rolling up your sleeves, going to work, and working those contacts for an entire work quarter? You're going to fail your way to the top. You're going to completely fail 1,025 times. You're not even going to gather a customer. But the beauty is 100 customers are going to go, wow, that solution makes sense. I don't want to be an entrepreneur, but I could sure use the solution that your company has to offer. So they become customers. 100 of them become customers. That's an average in most different pay plans of $1,000 a month in residual earnings, which means next month you don't have to go out and beg for that business to earn that $1,000. It comes in for the life of those accounts month after month after month after month. That's why I work with entrepreneurs. If the government cuts their food, don't call it. All entrepreneurs online need traffic and the education of how to generate traffic when you don't want to pay for it. Those are very powerful solutions to have. And that's what we have at solutionsforprofit.com. All right. So we failed 1,025 times to gather 100 customers to have $1,000 a month in residual income in 1 work quarter, but 20 people out of the 375 proper exposure system. Wow, that makes sense. Why should I break my back anymore? Why should I put my income at the mercy of a boss's mood? Think about that. People that are in network marketing that learn the skills and perfect the fact of this leverage. When you're with a company that's got an upline poobah that thinks he's so great that nothing stinks when he uses the toilet, think about what I'm saying. You only get the secret if you kiss my rear end just right. Eliminate that guy. Learn to use the work habits. They're going to put money in your pocket. And that hype guy ain't going to make it as long as you will. Because when you do the daily things that put money in your pocket, all it can do from there is multiply. So you got 20 of them that say, yes, I want to be an entrepreneur. I understand it's going to cost me some money. On a major scale, less than 12,000 bucks ain't nothing to start a business. And you could get started for less than $60. Isn't that beautiful? Less than $2 a day to have a business that has solutions that all the online entrepreneurs need to have. Pretty simple, isn't it? You know, I am a mountain boy from Troy, Montana. And as a mountain man, I like things that are really simple. I don't like complications because simplicity can be duplicated, and that means a lot of money. So when 20 people decide to get started on a major scale over that one work quarter out of 375 presentations, it took you 1,500 contacts to make those presentations take place. So it didn't fall out of the sky. You worked for it. What happened? You got an income of over $10,000 in fast start money that's earned in that one work quarter. So when you go to work for one work quarter and have the potential to earn $1,000 a month in residual earnings, plus have over $10,000 in fast start pay that come to you, that's pretty amazing, folks. That gives you something to shoot for. Who doesn't need more money? Who doesn't need more time with their family? And when you're working with entrepreneurs, you can spot them real easy. They're always trying to recruit you on Facebook or any of the social networks. And when you understand that the failure rate's 97% and you got work habits and solutions that are real instead of the hype of, well, this guy's made millions of dollars, and if you just do what he says, you're going to make the money, honey. I promise you, if you don't put actions behind your rear end in business, no matter what company you're working with, guess what? There ain't gonna be no money. It takes work to create success. Never be afraid to work for your success. Just understand that when you can leverage actual work habits that put money in your pocket, when you can have the education of how do I find the people without having to depend on my friends and family or I'm gonna starve, well, you got the solutions to the problems that over 97% of the entrepreneurs are facing. Now, why not have the odds of earning in your favor? Why not check out all the information you see in our blog post at projecthealthywealth.org? Why not have a live coach that can help you to the success that you deserve? It's more focused on putting a plan of actions around your personal schedule. I mean, surely you could find 5 hours a week that you could commit to. Now, when you understand the beauty of leverage, you look at all the top earners in the industry and you put them in one room. How many people did they personally recruit to have incomes like $1 million income? You'll find out there's 52 weeks in a year, and the average amount of personally enrolled distributors behind the mega earners is 42. That means you could take 10 weeks off if you got one person per week. Think about how simple that is. Ask yourself this question. How bad do you want success? Are you willing to work for it? If you're a lawyer or a doctor or a professional of any sorts, you put some effort into your education. And when I say effort, that means time, effort, money, and commitment. Those four things go hand in hand with any career. So if you want to make a career in home business, understand the reality is it's going to take a little money, a little effort, a lot of time, and definite commitment. But when you have those four things in your corner and the work habits with the solutions to the problems that the 97% that are failing need, the feather's really in your cap for earning. So with that being said, I'm going to close out the recording, close out this presentation, and hope that you enjoyed an education of how to put leverage to your favor. We're forming a team right now. Would you like to look back on your income, say in April of 2016, and say, you know, I put a little more than 4 months of consistent efforts into myself and my home business, and because I did that, myself and at least 5 other people are financially free income-wise, with incomes that are potentially higher than $20,000 earned, or excuse me, $10,000 earned and over $1,000 a month. I've just shown you how it's been proven for over 40 years. I've given you the secrets to how to get it done. Now, when you look at the information that we have and are willing to have a guide each step of the way, you really can't go wrong with that. Whether you're on our team or part of our Traffic Authority family, Congratulations for taking the time to see how you could set yourself free. Come on. Never had a problem stopping a broadcast before. We're being recorded. Well, folks, I'm trying to stop this broadcast. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Never had a problem stopping one before.